Welcome to Attingham Park. This is going to be our new Let's Play on this channel, and it starts off a little differently here. We're going to be playing this for a little while. I want to kind of check it out. It's a beautiful map, and we're definitely going to do some work on this place. We start off with nothing really. We really have no equipment, just a couple leased things, and we're going to try to grow this. I want to get a lot of equipment, a lot of things going. And we start off at the hotel. Hotel is just, where your sleep trigger is. But you can tell by this map, it is beautifully designed. He does a lot of work to this. This is by Johnboy. And if you played Six Ashes, very similar. Same kind of style, but you can definitely tell he puts quality effort into his work. Now, we don't actually sleep here. I thought it was by this door, but it is not. It is actually back here in the corner. And there's a little mat here, and you can delete this map. We do own it, so you can delete it and put it wherever you want on land that you do own. But we're just gonna really jump right into this. I want to get going. Right now we are basically just a worker. We work at the biogas plant, and we have one field to our name, and yeah, so we'll see where this leads us. Now, usually with silage you make a lot of money really quick. And, if it gets too crazy, maybe we'll limit ourselves to how much grass, how much silage we're actually making. But I think it would be pretty easy. We're playing on normal difficulty right now just so that it doesn't get too crazy. Watch out for traffic. They love to fly around here. They run around 45 miles per hour, so it's a little different. Sometimes you'll notice almost get hit a bunch of times. But this map is gorgeous, and I can't say enough to the creator. He does a fantastic job on these maps. Now, this is a real place. You can look it up, Attingham Park. We are south of Attingham Park. So the gate you saw across the road, that was Attingham Park. I'll go to it later when we come back over this way. Now, this is the fishery. Most of Johnboy's maps does have a fishery, and you'll get income per hour after you purchase it, and it's just another means to get some income. So up here on the right we do have the livestock market, and we have actually those cows right there, those ones walking around, those are actually ours, so we can pick them up at any time. Now up here on the left, that is our field. You have to wrap around to get to the other side. There's a little driveway where the biogas plant is, so we'll sneak in there here. We don't own any of this other land. That house we don't own. We only own the field and the biogas. So that's really all we have at the moment. So today I just want to get this field completely mowed, windrowed, picked up, and start fermenting it in the bunker on the other side of the biogas. So really today is prep work. Today is getting everything situated. It won't be too much, but a lot of just getting the job done. We do start with some equipment, but this is not technically our equipment. I'll show you in a second once we get over. Let me park this over here. And get out now. It's a nice biogas. It's nothing like just placed. It's all thought about, and that's what I like about his stuff. Now this equipment here, it's actually under leased equipment. We have a tractor, a couple implements for mowing the grass, picking it all up. Only thing we own is the truck and a couple things on the farms, just so like workshops and stuff. We won't worry about those till later, until we actually own property at an actual farm. So that truck is the only thing we really have to our name. We do have a tractor here and a telehandler, but let's jump in the tractor and let's start mowing. Now this actually is a pretty big field that we own, so it won't be too bad. I'm going to pull up front so I can just pull this thing out of here. It should hook up. Beautiful. Now, I'm not a big fan of these mowers, but it honestly did the job, and that's all that matters. trying not to use workers. This field is not plowed. This is just a grass. Just grass. It's not even a field. So you cannot hire workers. You cannot, fertilize. You can't do anything. Now, it will come with a fertilizing state after you cut it the first time. And it does actually have a fertilizing state now. But you can't add any more. So you can't have a second fertilizer state on there because it has to be plowed. It has to be an actual field. So right now I'm just going to go around and do the outside. Get a headlands in so that it's easier to work and I don't have to worry about all the edges. And there is collisions on the hedges, just so you're aware. So if you can't drive through them, I know a lot of maps they have the ability to shut those off or nothing. This is not one of those. This is actually, they're going to be collisions. And some of the entrances to some of the fields are definitely tight. So you're going to have to either have a trailed header or just be very good at maneuvering them. The Cronin headers, the ones that fold up, those are fantastic. I would suggest those on this because it will get narrow in most spots. So yeah, having a mower on the side is a little weird. It's definitely different. I like having my front mower and my butterfly mower just because, for one, it's wider. Two, it's just easier to deal with, easier to know where you're going. Butterfly mower, you always have to, the side mower, you always have to correct, and it's not as it's not a straight line. Having one just on the front or something makes life a lot easier. But we'll get there once we get some money. I'm gonna try not to spend any money in the beginning because all that leased equipment is costing us. So I think 2 times a day we get charged for lease equipment. So our money will go down, and we'll see, how fast that happens. But hopefully we can get this all set up and start fermenting, so that tomorrow we can start making money. Because that's one thing we're desperately gonna need. Because this tractor alone is a couple $1,000s out of our pocket every single day. So we'll see. And while we're using it, it's going to cost us money. It doesn't go right away. It waits until how many hours you've used within 24 hours, but it will. So if you're into fast mowing, fast farming, you can this mower, you can actually unfold and fold it. So if you turn it on and lower it down and then unfold and fold it really quickly, or fold it and unfold it really quickly, it'll let you go whatever speed the tractor will go. So right now I'm going 32 and it has no problem. It the game thinks that it's basically folded and put away, but really it's running strong. So if you don't like, going 10 and 11 miles per hour, yeah, just fold and unfold and you can fly through fields. Doesn't work with harvesters, but there is the height lifter, I think it's called. I'll have to double check on that. I'll leave it in the description. But yeah, this will mow crazy fast. Alright, that field is now done, fully mowed. So let's drop this guy off. We'll pick up a windrower. Windrowing is kind of a slow process, but you can fast farm with it, and I'll show that to you in a minute. But first we'll get our headlands done, and we'll get going on that. Now it's nice that you get a nice big field off the start, because there's nothing worse than having to slow down because you just don't have that much grass to mow. Yeah, this is actually a decent size. I forget what size this is exactly, but it's a decent sized windrower, so it should make light work of this. It shouldn't be too bad. Eventually probably we'll get a bigger one, especially when we get maybe another field or so. We'll work on getting some equipment. I want to try to get this leased equipment gone as fast as possible. So, we're going to make some money, buy a new tractor, buy, new equipment, even if it's the same equipment, just buying so that we have it on our own and no one, owns it but us. So we'll definitely try to, that way we're not getting clobbered by payments. But yeah, it goes 11 miles per hour, so it's not too bad. But big size fields on this farm, not too bad actually. The map feels really big only because there's not many ways to get around. There's a couple bridges, but there is a river that runs pretty much across the map, and you have to kind of go around certain ways to get to everything. So it definitely makes the map feel bigger, but it's one of those maps that, like, if you look off the side of the map, like at the edge of the boundary, it seems like it goes on forever. And Lancey Boy's really good at doing that. He all of his maps usually seem like they're just never ending, and it's impressive. I mean, these guys make amazing maps, so I can't wait to see what they do next, especially in fs19. Definitely there's going to be some less restrictions on everything, so they're definitely going to have more freedom, but it'll be interesting, definitely. Alright, now I did say you could fast farm with this thing. Same idea, nothing crazy. All you gotta do, line up with your field, put her down, lower her all the way down to the ground, turn her on, and just give her a little tap with folding and unfolding. It won't move, but the game just thinks it moves. Now with windrowing, it's a little harder because you're going, fast speed with a big implement on the back. So it's gonna be a little more challenging. But you can get done a field pretty damn quick, especially if you're doing straight rows. Obviously this field isn't straight, and if you're doing turns like that, it's gonna be a little different, and you will probably take a little bit from the sides of your other ones, but you'll get it. It's just it's a little different, that's all. But yeah, 26 up a hill. Yep, now 32. Yep, straight runs, no problem. And this will make your life 100 times easier. If you can do this every time, I mean, hopefully they don't fix this in fs19, but yeah, definitely makes light work of these things. So I'm just going to continue to make rows here, and we'll get the loading wagon out here and pick it all up, and then we'll start filling that bunker up. Should be filled in no time. Alright, so all those are done. All the rows are complete, which is nice. It didn't take too long at all. It actually went by pretty quick. I am running this on ×5 speed, just to make the days go a little bit quicker. Might change it back to ×1, just so that I can do more in a day. Especially when we're just starting out, I would like to get, you know, some income coming in, and it's kind of hard to do when you can only get a couple things done in a day. We'll back this guy up here and pick up that loading wagon. That loading wagon's only, I believe, a 23,000 liter capacity. So we'll see. I might switch that out. I know there's one very similar that is like 53 or 52,000. So that might be something to look into. But eventually we're going to change out all this equipment. It's not going to matter. Now this one you cannot fast farm because it has no folding. It does have a lowering option, but it doesn't have a folding option. Folding's where the game gets confused. So this one, as fast as you can go, that's it. There's no getting around it. There's no fast farming this. There's other tools you could use to pick this stuff up, but 10 miles per hour is the fastest you're gonna go. Some will go a little faster. Some modded ones definitely will. It'll vary, but yeah, 10 miles per hour. That's all you get, and it's a nice tractor though. I'm not mad about this tractor, and it's a good horsepower. I think it has 230 horsepower, and I think the most we use with this is No, actually, I think the highest thing we have is like only like 100 horsepower. I think the mower is like 90. So really, we could have went with a smaller tractor, and maybe we will. When we change this out, maybe we'll go to a smaller tractor. It really depends on what price we get for silage and how much we actually get at the end. If we get a lot of money, look into buying things. I think I want to buy the fishery though. That little extra income will be nice, especially off the start, just to get us going. But we'll look into that when it comes. Alright, that is the last bit picked up, so we should be okay here. Now this will automatically grow just like any other grass, so we don't have to worry about that. We cannot fertilize it, we can't do anything until we plow it and replant it. But I think I'm going to let that one sit there and just grow grass, because there's really no reason to do anything else. If it's just going to keep growing with one fertilizing state, yeah, it's not plowed, but honestly, that's not the end of the world. It saves us from buying, you know, a seeder, a plow, and getting all that stuff, plus buying seed, replanting it all, and fertilizing it constantly. So for now, we're just going to leave it. Alright, now I know this thing's almost out of fuel and needs repairs, but I want to get out here and get definitely fuel, because this is really my only means of transportation besides the truck, and the truck can't carry anything. So we'll definitely get fuel in this guy. We gotta go down to the city. I'll show you guys that. It is it's very tight, but there's a lot of sell points and everything in there, and we'll obviously be selling to multiple locations. Now, shadows in this map are a little strong, I'll give it that, so you might need some lights. You might need to go in cab just to see where you're going, because they are very dark. I don't know if they'll have an update where they'll get a little brighter, but shadows are a little dark for my liking, but definitely doable. I mean, they're nothing crazy. So there's a sell point over there. There's a bunch of businesses and everything in here. Now you're not going to get around big machinery, definitely in this area, but a small tractor, you'll be fine. Small trailer. Trees do get in the way of seeing, and it is a pain, but oh jeez, truck. Yeah, see, couldn't even see him, but it is what it is. That is fully completed. Now we should be alright. Get out of that. Tractor's a little dirty. We'll have to get a power washer for everything over here because this place is a little bit of a pigsty. That's alright. I did go get a leveler. I don't usually use levelers, but it worked out well. Now we have almost 300,000 liters of chaff in there. We'll blanket that, so that can go ahead and ferment. And I think we'll just move this off to the side, get it out of the way for tomorrow when we go ahead and pack all this stuff up and go sell it. Now some of the prices aren't too bad, just a little bit there. Let's drop this off. That will have to go back to the store. And then leave this guy right here. No one's coming in here. Yeah. Nice biogas plant though. Not too bad to get around. It's a little tight, but not too bad. It's nothing massive. Drive out of here. We'll go back to the hotel. Looks like it's about 6 o'clock right now. It does get dark pretty early in this map. You notice it's a little dark. And for 6, usually around 7 or 8 it starts getting dark on normal maps. But this one's around 6 o'clock. Starts going down. This is the back way out of the biogas plant. There are a farm over here right in front of us on the left. That's a pigs. But we don't own any of this. This is just other farms. So you can come out here and do pigs there. Let's open this gate. There we go. Let's go shut it before we get out of here. I don't want to leave a gate open if I don't have to. Alright, and now we are back at the hotel. Just pull this back into the parking lot here. Now this hotel is a real place. This is actually a real world, place. So everything you see, all the streets and everything, they are legit in real life. You can go to these places, you can visit. He takes a lot of details and makes them look amazing. I mean, you can look up pictures of this place, and I forget the name of the hotel, but you can find it online. And Attingham Park is actually right there. That's the gate. Let's go over there real quick. Let's make sure we don't get hit. Alright, we're good. Yep, Attingham Park. If you look up pictures of this place is beautiful. But it is locked. We can't go in there, sadly. But that is Attingham Park, so we are just south of them. Can't wait to play some more, travel a little bit on this map, and learn some new things. But that'll be the end for this, so we will catch you guys next time, and thanks for watching. Appreciate it.